my people. Let's continue on the road to season 3 by expanding on the Beast District. We asked our community to help build on this unique tourist attraction of a district. Let's see what we have. Looks like only a few community members will be able to say they contributed to the lore of this district, and we'll begin with the Odd Man. The Odd Man declares, it is possible for 4 people named Harry to be guarding one particular section of the outer wall on the same shift. It isn't very common, but it does happen. Okay, maybe that's some sort of Discord inside joke. He then says, motorcycles are a bit more common here than other districts. That's interesting. I'm curious of what inspired that little specific detail as well. Ever since beasts inhabited this district, it not only became a method to quarantine, but also its own sort of reserve. Observations are made whenever possible on dominant creatures, how they change and adapt to their environment, as well as their approximate population count throughout the months. Making sure it remains isolated from human contact doesn't just protect the people, it protects the reserve. I like that idea. I like the idea of a reserve. And I've been looking for a reason to implement some sort of Pokemon inspired side content. And this is essentially the equivalent to the Safari Zone, except less cute monsters and more scary Cthulhu beasts. If you want your starter Gamma monster, you'll need to head to the Beast District and register to be a trainer. I'm serious. Gamma monsters confirmed. Let's continue. A failsafe has been installed to kill all non-plant life within the dome should a huge problem occur. Okay, and that makes sense, being that these creatures are very dangerous because they are from Monster Island. So if one were to cause havoc and potentially escape, it needs to be killed immediately or we're going to have a problem. And it sounds like a story arc waiting to happen. More than a few people try to go closer to the dome to try and get a view on what might be going on. When there isn't anything interesting to see inside of the dome, racing around its perimeter is a popular pastime, both professional and non-professional. More specifically, traditional rallycross, which is very similar to real-life Swedish folk racing, where there's a set car price you have to sell at, and you cannot refuse an offer to buy your car at that price. They have an identical format to motorcycle races as well. Pro Rallycross does not have this selling format, which should be a given, as pro implies that it isn't as easy to access. The racing tracks themselves are a good ways away from the dome, and the pro tracks are much farther than that, where the noise won't disturb the creatures inside. Hey, I would love for you to elaborate and bring some clarity to that submission, Odd Man, on the I've never even heard of Swedish folk racing. That sounds interesting, and it sounds like it can potentially be a big side business, a big business for this district. I immediately think of Mario Kart tracks, and I kind of like how we are slowly building out fun and interesting activities for Haven City. So maybe some of those blood races that happen in Blood Cobble, we could bring some of that over to the Beast District. Well, then again, that might be a bad idea. One of those giant trucks crash into the dome, and then before you know it, we have a hole in the dome. All right, Henri chimes in, and Henri says, some residents of Haven have taken to using the dome as a foundation for their homes and have built dome-side sites. I think that's supposed to say cities. Dome-side cities on the supports. I like that. I bet that's probably not cheap though. Hey, Henri, is it safe to assume that you need to be rolling in Zarkons to have your estate built on top of the dome? I mean, after all, the Beast District is owned by Atlas, so I would imagine Jeremiah is probably making a pretty bizquirk off of that real estate. And also, you got to be pretty damn brave to want to live over top of monsters from Monster Island. You know, it's like living over top of hell. But hey, you know, there's people in real life that have their homes built in like Tornado Valley. So I could see it happening. And maybe you're a G-type who isn't really necessarily concerned about monsters escaping. Let's continue. The top of the dome is a popular location for sightseeing, and a makeshift path has been built leading to it. I like the idea of players needing to go to this location first to scout out rare gamma monster habitats before going in the dome and potentially capturing them. You know, I'm really serious about the gamma monster shit. Maybe this area, this path for sightseeing could be, you know, a like Pokemon Snap, Gamma Monster Snap. Rumor has it that a new entrance has been found to the district, located in a forgotten service tunnel on the east side. That sounds shady. I wonder what the motive was behind that little fun fact. Audrey, you care to explain? Maybe it's where the smugglers get monsters in and out of the dome. I don't know. Lots of potential there. A gift shop has been set up next to the dome, selling plushies of its various monsters and beasts. Oh, that's cute. And that definitely goes hand in hand with the whole Pokemon thing. Really nice touch there. Earlier in the week, the Dizzy Wizard was in Discord uploading pictures that he was drawing of monsters. And I thought of those pictures immediately when I saw this lore submission. I thought of those pictures, and I envisioned those pictures he was drawing as, you know, monster plushies. That's what they looked like. Gamma monster merchandising, man. Sounds like Mason Mark could potentially get in on that. And then last, there was we asked for everyone to submit a unique culture found in this district, and Honoree submits the sightseers. Sightseers are the term for people who seem to become strangely obsessed with the dome and getting inside it to see what is within and have no regard for their own life. Ooh. I can see that being a really strange phenomenon. I could see that in the news, like, hey, did you hear about so-and-so? They became a sightseer. You know, maybe it's some kind of strange thing with the technology of the dome itself. Maybe the lighting. Think about when you're staring at your phone screen. And you know how they say sometimes that light can be bad for your eyes. Maybe the light of the dome that allows you to look in with clarity can have an effect on some people, making them obsessed and want to get closer. I don't know. That's weird. Sightseers. I would love. That sounds like that would be a good topic. That would be a good topic. It's for someone to investigate the phenomena behind the sightseers. What makes people not care about their lives anymore? Endless fun. Well, that was it for what was submitted for the Beast District. Really great ideas. Probably the result of people in the previous video hitting that like button to stoke the flames of creation. If you like stuff like this, hit the subscribe button for more content. Keep an eye out for more videos coming as we approach season 3. Yeah, Shay. Take care.